You recall in our last video that we talked about number operations, addition, subtraction, and multiplication. This time around, we want to pull everything together, whereby we apply the principles that we cover in addition and subtraction with that of multiplication. Just by way of a reminder, we have on the left hand side of the screen the principles for addition and subtraction and things we need to keep in mind, and that has to do with plus and negative, what they are in each case. Plus is what you have, negative is what you owe. Having settled that, we talked about multiplication also with many through this application of bringing them together. We would like to look at 11 examples that will really assist us to be able to combine this concept together before we move forward. So let's take the first one. If we have plus 3 minus 2. Now, looking at this, you might be wondering, why do we have these multiple signs? This is telling us we are adding plus 3, subtracting it from minus 2. To make it easier, we need to give attention to these two signs, the one in bracket and the one outside it. And that brings us to looking at that principle that we talked about not too long ago, multiplication. So we look at minus times minus. In this case, minus times minus will give us positive. So this will become plus 3 plus 2. And that becomes a nice consideration. Positive is what you have, and positive 2 is also what you have. And if you combine them together, it becomes positive 5. As we go through these examples, you will continue to see into we have plus 5 minus 3. Again, we want to give attention to these middle signs. So minus times minus will give us positive. So positive 3. And if we add 5 and we have 3, if we combine the two together, it's going to give us positive 8. Minus 6 plus minus 2. What would that give us? Take a look at these two signs again. This will become plus times minus, and that gives us minus. And this way we'll be able to recall the principle more often. So we have minus 6 minus 2. Because remember when we talked about it here, positive is what we have and negative is what we owe. So you are owing 6 and also owing 2. If we sum these two debt together, it will give us minus 8. So we'll go to the fourth example. That is minus 8 plus minus 4. What would this be? So we have minus 8 here and plus minus. Again, we want to consider these two signs before we move forward. And that will be plus times minus, and that gives us minus. So we have minus 8 minus 4. So if we have minus 8 minus 4, it means we are owing 8 and also owing 4. If we sum these two debts together, it will become minus 12. Now we'll go to fifth example. We have minus 5 plus minus 3. Again, we look at plus times minus. What does it give us? Give us minus. So that leaves us with minus 5 minus 3. And that will be minus 8. So that covers those. Let's go to the sixth one. If we have plus 8 minus plus 9, what will it give us? Again, we want to look at this plus times minus or minus times plus. Plus times minus will give us minus. Minus times plus will also give us minus. So we have plus 8 and minus times plus will be minus 9. In this case, we want to be very careful because we are saying we have 8 but we are owing 9. If we pay 8 out of 9 that we are owing, we are left with a 1. But do we have that 1? The answer is no, because we've paid all the 8 that we have. That means it will be minus 1. So please, we want to give attention to that. Let's go to next question. We have plus 7 minus plus 2. Again, we look at these two signs in the middle, minus times plus. So we have plus 7 minus 2. 7 is what you have, 2 is what you owe. So if you pay the 2 out of the 7, you're going to left with plus 5. Because you have that 5, its answer is going to be positive. So we'll take number 8. We have plus 10 minus plus 8. Again, we want to exercise caution here as we walk through these exercises. So this will be plus 10. Minus times plus will be minus, and it gives us minus 8. So if we have 10 and we are owing 8, by the time we pay the 8 out of that 10, we're going to be left with 2. So that 2 is still with us. It's going to be positive 2. Exercise example number 9. We have minus 18 plus 10. So in this case, we have plus plus. Plus times plus equals to plus. So we have minus 18 plus 10. So again, we want to exercise caution here. You are owing 18, but you have 10. If you pay all the 10 that you have, you will still be left with a debt of 8. So it will be minus 8. And then the next example, we have minus 10 plus 2. So again, minus 10 plus times plus, that will give us plus 2. And you are 2 and you are owing 10. And by the time you pay the 2, you are left with a debt of 8. The last example, we have minus 14 plus 6. Minus 14, you consider these two signs, plus times plus will give us plus 6. So if you pay 6 out of a debt of 14, we are still owing. So negative will come forward, and that will stop at minus 8. I hope you can see the connection between the 2 points that we just established now. We're going to continue in the next video talking about division. Thank you.